to week 36 to induction. Now this is kind of scary. I am just now 2 days away from having my baby, and yeah, I don't really know how to feel about that at the moment. Excited, scared, all at the same time. So I'm going to try to do this video fairly quickly. I hope that everything is okay. I hope that I'm even in the camera at this point because we are so rushed to get everything done. It was definitely not my intention to do week 36, 37, and 38 all in the same video. However, a lot of things happened during this week and I just couldn't bring myself together to make a video for every single week because of all the things that were happening in every one of those weeks. So we are going to be doing one big video for the last 3 weeks altogether. Technically 4 weeks. Right now, baby is probably able to flex limbs. Baby's brain is still rapidly developing and getting smarter by the week. Baby's nails may extend past the fingertips. Baby keeps growing despite being so crowded in there. He or she weighs about 6.2 to 9.2 pounds and measures about 18.9 to 20.9 inches. My body? False labor. Usually these pains start in the front of your body and ease up when you switch positions. Water breaking? More heartburn, hemorrhoids, pelvic pressure, and trouble catching your breath. The urge to nest. So I will start back at week 36. Week 36 was just like any of the other weeks, my same hip pain, my pelvic pain, everything was basically identical to what had been going on before. However, I was sent on a weekend to get a non-stress test done. Now I got to my doctor's appointment and my blood pressure was high, but my belly was measuring almost 4 weeks behind. Now, based off of family history, we've had problems with the high blood pressure and low amniotic fluid, so I was sent for a non-stress test to be tested just to make sure that everything was going okay, that the baby was fine, the baby was responding to movement, everything like that, and it was fine. My mom went with me, and yeah, I mean, everything turned out okay. I was having some contractions on the monitor, the baby was moving, there really wasn't much of a problem. Then in the next week, I went to my doctor's appointment on a Tuesday, and my blood pressure was about 150 over 90, and I didn't really even see my doctor that day. They took my blood pressure, they got my weight, I peed in a cup, but as soon as the doctor saw my blood pressure and asked me if I had a headache, which I did at the time, I was sent straight over to the hospital. And once I got to the hospital, we were actually in a hallway. There were so many babies being delivered that day that they didn't even have any rooms. So I was in a hallway and I got hooked up to the machine, and I also got a bunch of blood work drawn, and I had to pee in a cup like 2 or 3 times that day. I'm actually still recovering. I don't even know, you probably can't see it. But I am still recovering. I look like a drug addict because of all of the blood work that I've had to get done, and I'm just bruising all over the place. But everything came back fine then as well. So then as a follow-up, I needed to go back again for another non-stress test the following Monday, which I also did, and that showed up fine too. The baby's still moving, I was having contractions, everything was fine. They just wanted to double check. Now, at the one that I had during like 37, 38 weeks, I was there from about 9:30 in the morning until about 2 in the afternoon. And the reason for that is once they hooked me up to the machine, I was having contractions, and they were pretty regular. I was having contractions at about every 5 or 6 minutes apart, and they were showing up on the monitor. Like, you know, they were regular and they were curved and they weren't funny looking. And then every once in a while there'd be like a really, really big one that like would almost reach the top of the chart, and then we'd go back down to some smaller ones. And so I went through the non-stress test, but then when the doctor saw the scans and all the contractions, they decided that they wanted to keep me for an extra 2 hours. So at that point I had to have my cervix checked. I was 1 centimeter dilated. They did not tell me how effaced I was, but the baby was at -1 station, and I needed to stay for 2 hours and then have my cervix rechecked at the end of that 2 hours because they actually thought that I might have been going into labor. So obviously I wasn't. I'm here right now and it's been a little while since then, but they did check my cervix, nothing had changed, everything was still the same, my blood pressure was still high, but they let me go anyways. So then I went back to the one on Monday, and that was very quick. They didn't do anything like that. I really wasn't even having very many contractions on that scan at all, but the baby was very happy, very healthy. I mean, the heart rate would go way up and then it would go down, but it never went really low or dangerously low or anything like that. So the baby so far is doing very well. As far as my symptoms go, I still feel the same as I felt in all the previous weeks. My hip pain, my pelvic pain is still really bad. It's still getting worse. My pelvic bone is popping like you would never believe. I don't have it on video or anything, but it is incredibly loud when it pops. And it usually happens when I'm trying to roll over in bed or if I'm trying to get up from sitting on the sofa. It makes a really awful popping sound, and then after the pop, it hurts significantly more than it did before for quite some time. Like, it feels like I got punched in that area and it's just bruised. It does not feel good at all, but I know hopefully that should go away. There's a possibility that I will need physical therapy or surgery on it after the baby's born, but it's not very likely. It should go back to the way it was. Just recently, I've been getting hungry. Like, I eat a lot all the time, whether I'm pregnant or not, but recently I felt like no matter how much food I eat, I'm still starving. Like, I haven't eaten. For example, yesterday I ate about, I don't know, I think I ate dinner like 4 or 5 times between 8 o'clock and midnight, and every single time I would eat and I would just feel starving. Like, I could not be hungry. I was starving. And eventually I just gave up and I just went to bed and hoped that I fell asleep and things would be better in the morning, which they were, but I didn't sleep very well that night anyways. Other than that, I really don't have any more symptoms. I'm not feeling sick. I really haven't started nesting. I don't know, I just feel the same like I have been this whole time. However, one of the things that is happening as I went to those NST scans, my blood pressure is quickly starting to rise. It was pretty good, but around 36, 37 weeks, it started shooting up, and now it is higher than it's ever been in my entire life, and so they're a little concerned about that. So whenever I am 38 weeks and 6 days, I will be going in for a consultation about being induced. And now we knew that I was going to be induced on the day I turned 39 weeks. We've known that since I was maybe, 12 weeks along or something like that. It's been a really long time. There's nothing that's going to change it. They're not going to let me go. So I will be induced on the 21st. No later than the 21st will I be induced. If I go to my doctor's appointment and my blood pressure is skyrocketing on that Tuesday, they may just send me over to be induced right then and there. But I think they're going to let me go until the 21st. And we are going to talk to the doctor about trying to induce later on the 21st so that the baby comes on the 22nd, because the 22nd is kind of our lucky number. Danie and I were both born on 22nds. Our anniversary is on 22nds. The nurse we're having, her birthday is the 22nd of September, which would be the baby's birthday. And my sister's birthday is also September 22nd. So it would just be really, really awesome to have this baby on the 22nd. Now, I know ideally that might not be okay if the doctor says, that's not healthy to do. That's perfectly fine. But if there's no medical reason that I have to have that baby on the 21st and it can wait a couple more hours until the 22nd, then we're definitely going to try to do that. Other than that, I don't really think I have a whole lot to report. It was just a lot of running back and forth between the doctor's appointments and the hospital visits and work and everything for me to make 3 different videos for all these weeks, and almost 4 different videos. Like I said, I'll be induced the day that I turn 39 weeks. So most likely there will not be a 39-week video unless I make one after the baby comes. But, unfortunately, unless I'm induced at night on the 21st, there will not be a 39-week video for that. So, yeah, I'm sorry. But I can definitely answer questions if anybody has any questions. But other than that, we're ready to go. The car seat's in. Everything's ready to go. We are just waiting. So if you are not already subscribed to our daily vlog channel, definitely check that out. There will be videos posted pretty close to after the baby's born on the daily vlog channel, and on this channel there'll be updates after the baby's born when we get home from the hospital and everything like that. So if you want to be completely updated with where the baby is and if the baby's come yet, definitely check us out on our daily vlog channel. Also, find us on Facebook because we may put some pictures up there, as well as Instagram. We have an Instagram as well. All of those are linked in the description down below. So if you want to stay current, definitely check us out there. Well guys, it's been great putting up all my videos for my pregnancy, and I'm so glad that you've joined along to watch my progression and cheer me on and support me from, you know, behind your keyboard as much as you can. Everybody's been really great, and I'm so glad that you decided to follow along with us. We are going to continue updating with baby updates. We'll do postpartum updates as well as the daily vlog where you can see the baby every day of our lives if you really want to. And yeah, we'd love to have you along to continue our journey in the future. I will see you after the baby is here. I'll see you next time. Bye!